If you're up to date on the news, you'll know that Boosted is going out of business. This is a sad day for micromobility. Today, I'm going to discuss why I think this happened and what the Boosted Rev had to do with it.
Their skateboard. Nothing has changed the way that I interact with the city more than getting a boosted board.
If you're looking to own a scooter today, this is probably the one for you.
I'm pretty confident saying that this is the best electric scooter that you can get out there right now.
The electric skateboard startup has struggled, and they are laying off a significant portion of their employees.
Boosted boards seems to have gone out of business.
Boosted is going out of business.
To give a bit of history in case you don't know, Boosted brought electric skateboards to the masses. While not the first, they were the ones that popularized the industry and have an overwhelming market share. Some of this can be traced back to Casey Neistat's Aladdin magic carpet prank videos, which really helped push the brand forward. After 3 generations of electric skateboards, a new CEO, and a $60 million investment, Boosted looked to expand into the burgeoning market of personal electric scooters. On May 15th, 2019, Boosted announced the Boosted Rev electric scooter. And although some details were curiously missing, like battery size, pre-orders started pouring in and expectations were sky high based on the videos and info released. The scooter looked like nothing else on the market and was developed by one of the leaders in personal micromobility. For the launch, they harkened back to their initial success with Casey Neistat and invited popular YouTubers to ride the Rev and make content. And most of these YouTubers, although admittedly not experts in electric scooters, gave the Rev overwhelmingly glowing reviews.
With it only taking about 3 hours to charge to get that 22 miles of range, 99% confident that this is the best scooter there is.
However, not all was rosy. The hardcore personal electric scooter buying communities were wary not only because they had been burned before on high-profile pre-orders, but because on paper, some of the specs just didn't match up with other electric scooters at the same price. Most notably, the top speed and lack of suspension. At $1,600, the top scooters in the personal market had dual suspension and a top speed of up to 40 miles per hour, while the Rev had no suspension and a top speed of 24 miles per hour. And then there was the Verge article. Senior editor Andrew Hawkins apparently received a pre-release Rev from Boosted with a faulty folding mechanism, which Andrew said folded up on his finger, breaking it and spilling blood everywhere. There was also the question swirling around about the range. The Rev promised 22 miles of range, but with 2 super powerful motors on such a light scooter, it just didn't add up. And all the famous YouTubers did not cover this topic.
It features all-wheel drive, dual-wheel motors, and can travel up to 24 miles per hour with a range of 22 miles.
So when the first unit started shipping in August, everyone wanted to know the real-world range. Initial reports were underwhelming, with some heavier riders reporting a range of only 7 miles. We tested the range and found it to get just over 10 miles. This is the type of range you would expect on a $300 scooter, not a $1,600 commuter. With the massive expectations set, and from such a lauded company, savvy electric scooter buyers felt let down due to the lack of suspension and disappointing range. The word quickly spread and soured the market on the Rev. In fact, it was voted the most hated scooter on Reddit. With the drastic dissonance between expectations and reality, buyers quickly dismissed the scooter before understanding how good it actually was, ahead of its time in many ways. One of the problems in the personal electric scooter market is that there are very few places to go for a test ride, and so people missed all the innovations that are not available on a comparison chart. The build quality on the Rev was unlike anything else in the market. With its forged metal exoskeleton, it was living on a different planet than scooters costing thousands of dollars more. Riding the Rev feels incredibly solid and satisfying. In fact, it is my #1 favorite scooter for taking corners at speed with its elongated tires, low deck height, and insane throttle response. At the time of release, it was also the only electric scooter with a true IP67 rating, meaning you could ride it through a rainstorm. And finally, the throttle and e-brake was activated by another first in the electric scooter market, the horizontal wheel Boosted is known for on its skateboards. This gave precise acceleration and deceleration control without lifting a finger, so you could hold on for dear life during those furious burnouts. It's hard for me to say what the Rev is. Ahead of its time in many ways, but severely lacking in others. Boosted obviously spent tens of millions of dollars developing and promoting the Rev, and in my estimation, one post on the electric scooter subreddit or a small focus group of experienced scooter enthusiasts would have helped to get the feedback needed to make this scooter a wild success. I sometimes wonder how such a large and successful company could overlook something so painfully obvious to so many scooter riders. Could it be that when the founding CEO, Sanjay Dastur, left the company in 2017 to start scooter sharing firm Skip, he left at the wrong time? There are some reports that the new management at Boosted, while it grew from 50 to 100 employees, didn't even use their own products, and the CEO was pretty awkward while riding a skateboard. Maintaining culture at a company while it's growing fast is incredibly difficult. Sanjay was passionate about skateboards while he was in college, and that's why he developed an electric one. But who at Boosted was passionate about electric scooters after he left? And of course, they were having financial issues even before the Rev, and add to that a $60 million funding round in late 2018, which came with expectations of growth from the new investors. Maybe Boosted just wasn't ready yet. I think that whatever happened, the Rev was a symptom of underlying company issues at Boosted, not the only cause of its demise. Whatever it was not meant to be, and the Rev, along with all other Boosted products, are, unfortunately, indefinitely out of stock. But Boosted is looking for a buyer, and I suspect they'll find one from across the pond. We don't need to look back very far to find a similar example. Just 5 years ago, Ninebot, a Chinese company with backing from Xiaomi, bought the failed American company Segway. And out of that alliance came the most successful electric scooter in history, the Xiaomi M365, and the more recently wildly popular Segway Ninebot Max. I think we'll see Boosted rise again. I want to see the Rev 2.0. I want that Rev to be developed with the help of scooter enthusiasts worldwide. I want them to get it right. The world needs quality micromobility products, and Boosted and the Rev deserve a second chance. This is Chuck Temple with Electric Scooter Guide. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on the latest electric scooter news and reviews. Until next time, ride safe and don't forget to wear your helmet. If you're looking for a scooter on par with the build quality of the Boosted Rev, look no further than our review of the Segway Ninebot Max. And if you want to see a show about somebody choosing one scooter out of a possible 3, check out our recent episode of Scooter Hunters.